thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Sooners will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Prentice. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're bringing heat. He's going to take a shot. Brings it down on the right side. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly, the receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Right down the middle. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
The number one objective for a defense is always to make them one-dimensional, to try to put them in predictable situations. Out the gate, this kind of rain, you think they won't throw the ball very much. Well, they might not now. First possession, INT, defense definitely starting off with a bang.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
And we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. To the air, it's Arnold. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it.
Oh, this nigga.
And the ball is intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run.
His brain, this thing was slipped. Like he tried to stop him, he not kept going.
Early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Got a man in the middle. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance, and I mean you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides. You got to let the defense know too that you're not afraid to go over the middle.
I got a message for academics. If you're not academics, make sure you send this to Bill. In his show, and
looking back, episode 3 was the start of a lot of early Ash shenanigans. When we last left off, the boy Ash had his eyes set on catching the Caterpie. And it's almost like he didn't learn a damn thing from his encounter with Pidgey in episode 1, because he's still just throwing out Pokeballs all willy-nilly instead of trying to weaken the Pokemon first. Luckily for him, though, Caterpie is already so weak that it can't even resist being captured. So it becomes the first Pokemon that Ash has ever caught. And boy, is he gassed. I told y'all I was going to get a great.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man football. They find ways to get the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football somewhere.
Catch in the middle, it's Miller. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To spread it out to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era. Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Oh, pick it off.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
Scanning the field, it's Arnold. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he breaks into the open. And they are pushing
dumbass in the beginning of this damn series.
Big pickup on that one, and the tackle was finally made.
I think Ash was a little dummy in the beginning of this series.
Having to defend this guy. He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now
fucking threw out Caterpie to fight Pidgeotto. Like, what are you doing?
They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll go to the ground. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
Was on his Pikachu. Dick, man, I could have gone to go catch a bunch of other Pokemon.
Situational type running, right? When it's a goal-to-go situation, short yardage situation, like when I need to run the football and they know I'm running the football, right there, haven't had a lot of success, but I needed a few yards to get the first down. Great job by the offensive line, creating some space and getting the first down.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse. Losing yardage on that play. Did a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. Back to pass, it's Arnold. Keeps the play going. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch.
What the hell?
And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
No good. Guys, after the miss, no change in the score. Tide offense rolls onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Looking deep. And he's got it inside the 25. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Snagged in the middle, it's Miller. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Direct snap. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical.
Damn, look at just speared him straight in the chest.
They get him at the 15.
you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simple.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Pulled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Arkansas is currently ahead in this one, but boy, there have to be some nervous moments for the folks in Fayetteville. They have not been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Ole Miss. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
No, you ain't about to.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, Dave. Where was the prison proof? Because you usually send the proof.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance
Talk
to
about
at
my
least
little
cut
$50
into this lead
I
before
want
the
to see.
break. Went to the
Shit.
running game on first down, now second down. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter.
La,
of the
da,
field.
da,
I
da.
love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
To the air, it's Arnold. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Yeah, nickel.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He wants to throw it again. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in both.
He's going for it all. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Quarterback checking the play. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Fires to the wide out.
Trying to convince you that you're their favorite. Yeah, no go.
And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this offense, that's what they do. Last week he had 2 rushing touchdowns. They're going to feature him. They're going to get physical, especially inside the 5-yard line. You're going to feed this guy the football. This offense has had success in the past giving him the ball.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to run it in from the 2 on 3rd down?
Bro, I put the nigga down.
Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Going for the return.
Oh my God.
Room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down...
Off he goes! Just having these dudes bounce
Come on,
off
Sasquatch!
like popcorn. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's going to pass. Makes the grab. It's Ocha. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
You know, that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but we're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Looking downfield, it's Arnold. Nice catch along the sideline and great effort to stay in bounds.
Hey, the defense is going to let this quarterback find his fullback as often as he wants. They're not worried about this guy hurting them out in the open field. They rally to him. They get a tackle for loss there.
Caught close to the marker. It's Anderson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the 2nd half. Alabama will kick it off. Bringing it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the 2nd half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little 2nd half running the football palm right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the 2nd half so that they can win this game.
Let it bust for a long.
Let me guess.
Now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game.
Buddy won't go, but I know that he popping it.
Good call, good execution.
Till I silenced it.
They move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38.
So that's a lot of bitch.
Obviously, at the half, you had a
That's a lot of
conversation.
bitch.
You got to come out and put points on the board. And Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the 2nd half. Get this run game.
I'm my nigga now.
Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Gives him the big stiff arm. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense, because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, they make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
Looking to throw, it's Arnold. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Running back searching for a hole. He's piled up 87 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. And more drives like this is what's needed.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this up.
Looking for a huge play.
Thank you. Come on, dog. You're not going to keep running the same shit.
Got some room to run. And a big
Take it through the triple coverage. Man, you kidding me?
Sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Good move. Sasquatch! Come on! Come on!
Down after he rips off a huge play.
Play the best running back in the nation!
Vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
With the run on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Dropping back, it's Arnold. Quarterback extends the play. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Keeping it on the ground on third and goal. Pulled down for the tackle.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
It's fourth down, and this offense is going to stay on the field and keep the kicker on the sidelines. He wants to throw it. Pressure coming. And he's got it. Touchdown Sooners. Well, that was a nice little pitch and catch there.
And when you get in the red zone, you're thinking run, run. The field shrinks. You see the tight ends really come into play in this area of the field. The big body guys that you would fake a little run action, throw them the football for the touchdown.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the role.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense.
Back to pass, it's Mack. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Alabama! And that one will put them up here in the second half. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also with the defense. The defense has to do a better job of making them feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage. Can't just let them pick you apart.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drop.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always...
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Oklahoma! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. He fires it out to the right.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is. And the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy can catch it or nobody can catch it.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Mack. They're trying to get to it. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Going deep.
What the fuck?
Makes the catch down the right side. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the 1st down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. Play the ball deep and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
If I'm the offensive coordinator right here, man, I'm trying to find some easy gimmies. I'm trying to find a way to make this offense easier right now because everything seems hard. Like last week too, man, just completion percentage is not great. This offense.
Touchdown, Bama! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, bro, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks. I'm just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, I should have ran a better route.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Grabbed over the middle. It's Acha.
Oh, what you stay that way for?
Not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage. And one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got his man. Still on his feet at the 45. Hit the afterburners, kid. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Looking to scramble. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible play and a big loss.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys. And he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him. And that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Smashes it between the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Arkansas is currently a big right now. So much so, feels like we can hear Pig Sooie inside our studio. They're up 14 over Ole Miss. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, probably you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Alabama pushing the tempo.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop. And if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Snap it to the back. Smashes through. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally. They showed that here today, dominating in all 3 phases. This is a team everybody needs to look out for.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Alabama has the clock on his side, trying to finish the game. Fast motion from the offense. They'll immediately call timeout. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Miller with the ball. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. What a disappointment. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
Look, it's sloppy out here. It's wet. The ball is slick. It's not easy to kick in these types of conditions. That's now his 2nd missed field goal, but I know this kicker's disappointed of himself because he's good enough to make these kicks.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Coming after it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw, it's Arnold. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game, the defense knows they're going to throw the football. 1st down, they get sacked. 2nd down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on 3rd down.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. Time is their enemy. It's running out on them. Down 4. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's going up top here late in the game. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered.